Events leading up to Seattle busing.
In 1954, the Brown versus Board of Education case determined that separate but equal facilities were unconstitutional and in violation of the 14th Amendment. This overturned the Plessy versus Ferguson decision of 1896. Although this was a legal turning point, integration still remained a challenge, including in Seattle. Now we come to 1962, when the NAACP, citing the Brown versus Board of Education case, sues the Seattle School Board, claiming that the Ship Canal was a de facto racial dividing line that created segregated schools. The board settled out of court with the NAACP and went on to create some programs and policies to address segregation in our schools, like a voluntary transfer program, an opt-in busing program, and magnet school programs that were largely inauthentic and ineffective at combating segregation in Seattle schools. Which leads us on to 1977.
When the NAACP, which stands for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and the ACLU, which stands for American Civil Liberties Union, threatened the city of Seattle after doing a review of their inauthentic and token gesture policies that were implemented in 76. They threatened the Seattle School Board with further legal action and suits if they did not make genuine and authentic change towards ending segregation in the schools. The federal government also at this time threatened to increase their oversight both of Seattle as a city with their autonomy in implementing legislation and also in funding. Which brings us to December 14th, 1977, which was the date that the Seattle School Board held a vote which passed 6-1, implementing mandatory busing within the school of Seattle as an attempt to end segregation. Now we are going to ask you to reflect back on your year and your experiences within Seattle Public Schools and do a 1-minute think and write, explaining to us, giving us your testimony about your experience in Seattle schools and how successful do you think the Seattle busing program was in ending segregations in our school based on your experiences.